Hello everybody, this is Vicki Combs, and once again I welcome you back to the YouTube channel, The Ancient Wisdom. Today we join together for the 6th in a series of 7 consecutive days of meditation. And I have the good fortune of sitting on the bank of Santa Rosa Creek. And I've just spent the last 2 hours, me, the most untechy woman in the world, trying to figure out how to record down here and shift the orientation so that you can see this beautiful setting. And the only way I know to do that is to simply turn my camera to face the other direction, since I can't get it to do that automatically. So if you have been watching and enjoying the previous 5 meditations, you will know that this is the downloading of healing tones and vocalizations that were gifted to me from the Andromedans, my starseed home, the Andromeda galaxy, where I initially separated from Source to incarnate, and I came through the Andromeda constellation. So I am Andromedan through and through. And when I participated in the retreat over the Lion's Gate week of August in Costa Rica, the retreat with the Stargate Experience of Mt. Shasta and the Sanctuary for Evolutionary Vision in upstate New York, when I participated in that retreat on August 7th of 2025, the Andromedans came through and gifted us with a light technology. And you can see all of this in my previous episodes. You can see the short 11-second video that shows the AI-generated image of the Andromedans handing us the light technology, the orb. And each of us was told by ZaZar, the entity who helped bring it through, we were told that each of us would use the orb differently, and we would be instructed how. And I was instructed that when I visualized the orb and brought it clearly into my mind's eye, I would be given tones and vocalizations that could create a timeline shift. And we would be able to shift, if one was open to the energies, we could shift into a timeline that connected us with the original human blueprint of perfect health and wellness. The blueprint, which is each person's birthright. And so, with no further ado, I will shift the orientation of my camera the old-fashioned way by turning it upside down, and we will do this meditation. And I invite you to just relax and enjoy it, and I certainly hope that my non-techie little self can turn this camera in such a way that you can see the beautiful setting in which I'm sitting. So with that, let's just breathe together and relax. And we'll see what kind of tones the Andromedans send through today to help us shift into that timeline of perfect health and wellness where no distortion ever existed, where whatever distortion that may have led to a disease or a dis-ease that one is experiencing now, we will shift into a timeline in which that does not exist, and one experiences their birthright of perfect health and wellness. And with that, let us begin. So I invite you to just rest, breathing in slowly. When one does a Stargate meditation, there is no special, particular way to breathe. So I invite you to use your own slow, intentional, sovereign breath pattern that helps you relax. And with each breath, I invite you to connect ever more deeply with the consciousness of the earth, with Gaia. I invite you to connect with her, with the consciousness of our sacred Mother Earth. And as you breathe, in your own pattern and at your own pace, let your body fully and completely relax. With each breath, you feel the presence of the consciousness of Gaia ever more deeply. And I invite you, wherever it is you are, to picture yourself in the center of an etheric stargate. That consciousness that is anchored by the physical stargates, as they were downloaded by Prageet. Each one of the physical stargates, and if you don't know what one looks like, simply picture a pyramid. Each one of those physical stargates is the anchor for that higher dimensional consciousness known as the etheric stargate. And as you breathe yourself ever more present inside, sitting or lying down inside the stargate, I invite you to invoke whatever guides you work with, be it the angels, or Yeshua, or Mother Mary, perhaps Saint Germain, whoever it is that you work with. And I invite into this meditation Archangel Michael, who protects my throat and guards the integrity of my vocalizations and the tones that I bring through. So I welcome you, Archangel Michael, and to all participating in this meditation, Just feel. Allow yourselves to feel the presence of your guides as you invite them in. And if you have galactic family with whom you are connected, be it the Pleiadians or Arcturians or those from Sirius, or perhaps the Lyrans, whoever you feel connected with, I invite you to invite them now. Invoke your star family as you feel guided to do. And I invoke the presence of the energies of Andromeda. I welcome the energy of the Andromeda galaxy, where I first individuated from Source. And I invite the energy and the power and presence of the Andromeda constellation. And I welcome that energy now into our meditation. And as we sit here together in sacred coherence, in sacred resonance together, as we help each other through the ascension process and prepare for open contact with our benevolent galactic families, I invite you now, as you are fully relaxed, fully present together here with myself and all who participate in this meditation. I invite you now to welcome in the tones and the energies that the Andromedans send through me as I make use of the timeline shifting device, this light technology that they gifted us with on August 7th of 2025 at the Costa Rica retreat. Andromedan family, I invite you now to send through whatever tones will bring that timeline shift into the blueprint of perfect human health and wellness. The blueprint that is our birthright. And with that, the Andromedans bring to a close the energies and the tones for this 6th of 7 consecutive sessions together. So, my friends, if you found this helpful, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, so that more people can access this if they find it will help them shift to that timeline of perfect health and wellness. A timeline in which no aging or distortion or dis-ease existed. So thank you. And like yesterday, we will close with a final visual of the beautiful Santa Rosa Creek, next to which I sit for these last couple of recordings. And if possible, for the 7th and final one in this series, I will return to this place again. So thank you for joining me, and welcome. To our beautiful Santa Rosa Creek.